Hi there, and welcome to another Ginger's Wine Pick Wednesday on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Today, we're going to talk about one of the hardest grapes there is to grow across the globe, and that is the Pinot Noir grape. It has a really thin skin. It grows in these really tight clusters, so it's pretty susceptible to disease and mold, and it ripens later than other grapes. So, there's a reason why many winemakers choose not to grow them. And they're difficult, but the flavor of the Pinot Noir grape that turns into wine is just so coveted by many, many people, and they just adore it. In fact, Pinot Noir from the Burgundy region of France produces one of the most expensive wines you will ever buy in the world. I don't have one of those today because the purpose of Ginger's Wine Pick Wednesday is to introduce you to a beautiful bottle of wine that's going to be $25 or less. So, because its skin is so thin, temperature variances can ruin a really good grape. And so, when you go search for a Pinot Noir, you will find that they are pretty much all on the higher end scale. But I found one that is affordable and is really, really delicious. So, you probably have seen this in stores, and it's Mayomi Pinot Noir. This is grown not in France, but it's grown in California, that on the coastal region. In fact, Mayomi means the coast. Coincidentally, 98.3 of the coast should probably adopt this as their official it's their official wine. Mayomi actually means the coast. And because it's grown in that region, the grapes do well there. And this produces just a really delicious wine. So you can't go wrong if you do pick out a Pinot Noir from Oregon or California, France, if you have a very special occasion and you want to spend upwards of 60, 70, 80, $100 for a bottle of wine. So the Pinot Noir, not as many tannins. This is a screw top, by the way, which I like. And so I'm just going to pour a glass of this. And as you can see, it's not as dark as, say, a Cab or a Zinfandel. It's on the lighter side. It's not as many tannins as I mentioned, and the alcohol content is lower than a Cab or a Zin. So it's not as heavy, but it is just delightful. So let's smell. And right away, I'm getting like a black cherry, licorice, and in the end, I'm getting the best way I can describe it is moss. And you're thinking, oh no, I don't want to taste anything that tastes like moss. But trust me on this. It's not overpowering in any way. It just smells like wet earth, if that makes any sense. So let's give it a taste. Oh, oh, that is so good. It is so good. What I get from the taste right up front is maybe like a nice strawberry jam. Oh, the tannins are low. So you're not going to get that huge mouthfeel. You'll get a little bit. So it is a dry wine, but it's not going to make you pucker. And it finishes, I think, with, I'm going to say a little dark chocolate. It's a little smoky. And that moss I mentioned, yes, it is earthy, kind of like a damp forest smells. But it's not overpowering. It's not off-putting. It's really, really so good. I love this wine so much, and it is one that you can definitely open up and share a glass on its own without sharing any food with it. But I definitely want to drink this wine with some food, and what I would pair it with would be a nice piece of salmon or a salad with maybe some chicken on top. Or if you're going to roast a turkey, you would want to serve this for your Thanksgiving meal. But you can drink it any time of year Oh, it's so good. My mouth is watering right now just thinking about pairing a turkey and this Pinot Noir because it's really going to bring out the flavor of both the wine and the food. And that's what um, that's what makes wine so enjoyable and what it's all about. So you can go into any local grocery store or wine shop. You're going to find this wine readily available. You've seen it already. Again, it's Mayomi Pinot Noir. I know the light is on there. Grown in California. This is a 2021, and you're going to find it anywhere between $17 and $20 a bottle. Very affordable. So well worth the cost on my 5 cork scale of drinkability and affordability because it's on the upper end. I'm going to give this a solid 4 3/4 corks. You enjoy Mayomi Pinot Noir. Cheers.